Alrighty, so good morning here in Western Australia. This is Amber Poole speaking. I am welcoming you to a mastermind training with the incredible Tom Kent. The reason we are running this is so that it will assist you to communicate better with whatever business it is that you are trying to take out there. Tom is a marketing guru. He has been doing this for quite some years now and has been trading Bitcoin and bringing a lot of success to a lot of people. So we have been blessed to have him here with us on this Zoom and able to assist all of us now to be able to communicate whatever it is that we are choosing to bring to the world. So Tom, I would really like you to come on here, and we're all welcoming you.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here, guys. So what we're going to do here is basically, if you get the Facebook post up that I did of the script earlier, yesterday or the day before, ideally we want to make this session a mastermind. So we've all got to do it as I'm doing it. Okay, so in this call, what we're going to be focusing on is actually talking to people, knowing what to say, knowing not to spam them. Of course, you've got to build rapport. And sometimes it's tricky. So I'm going to try my best today and show you in a live example. I'm going to talk to a few people, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin Ascension, and we're going to bring them into the Facebook group. And then you'll see the process. So if you guys want to do this as well, this is recording, right, Amber? Good. Yeah, just nod if you want.
Oh, sorry, that's correct. Yes, I muted myself in case any noises got in the way.
No, that's all good. As long as it's recording, that's cool. Okay, so guys, if you get the script up, it's in the file section of the main Facebook group. This is the juicing group. This is where we put all our ads for people to blitz. Not sure if Ivan wants me to make a separate video about the thumbnail. It's good to have, but on the group, it's best to leave the thumbnail away so you just see the link. It doesn't spam up the group so much. I could do a separate video on that, that's okay. But mainly today we want to be talking to people who are online, okay? So this is the process that I do. When I log into Facebook, when my assistant logs into Facebook, this is the process we do, okay? So we look, and let me just try and move this a little bit. There we go. We're looking for online people who are going to respond right now. We want them in Bitcoin Ascension right now. So, let's talk to some. So let's find a few people. Roll down because half of them are in here already. Let's have a look. So we'll start here. Okay. Bad example. Let's have a look. Here we go. So all I'd say is, hey Hazel, how are you? You've got to start building the, you build up to the closing. You can't just close straight away because it won't happen. That's spamming people, okay? So you just have to have a conversation with them. That's the best way to put it. So let me just copy this. We'll get a few people up. Now I've got so many chats up, so it gets a bit crazy. Hang on a second. Yeah, here we go. Jeez. God, hang on. Oh, it's going to be too slow. That. Let me just.
Oh, come on.
That's off. Okay. Sorry, guys, just one moment. Nearly there. Got to close down all my tabs. And it didn't work. Jeez.
Hold on a second. I can't figure out if I'm muted out, so don't say anything.
Jesus, so many chats up. Oh God, sorry, Jane. Here we go. So there we go. So I'm just looking for people to talk to, okay? Without my assistant. Now, this is incorrect, the way that she did it, but it's okay, really. It's not too much spammy, but the trouble with this is why it's so bad. She's saying, hello, how are you? That's okay. Let me introduce you. We haven't got their permission for one, so it's a cold lead. You can't fire something at them if they don't want to see it. They don't want to look at it, right? If somebody sent me a whole massive paragraph and then stuck the link at the end of it, one, I'm not going to read the paragraph because we're not in a conversation. They haven't built it up, if you see what I'm saying, okay? Does that make sense, Amber?
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've got to do it in stages. So I always say, so I'll treat it as this. In 3 messages, you can bring people into the Facebook group, okay? That's how easy it is. You just stick to the point. Hey, whatever the name is, Gregory, how are you? And then you don't use this. You use my new one, which is on here. Just curious if you've heard of Bitcoin Ascension. Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, what is Bitcoin Ascension is usually the answer they would say. Okay, Bitcoin Ascension is a fully forced 2x6 automatic matrix with 1 link only. All you need to do is sign up, upgrade, and the rest is completely automatic. No recruiting, only blitz marketing or juicing, whatever you want to call it. And then after they've replied, it's usually, oh, send me the link, or what do I do next? And then I always bring them into the Facebook group. There's one is because all the updates are there. Everybody else is in there already. And it's so much social proof. Everybody's getting paid. And when they do a testimonial, it just brings in, what's the word? It gets people excited. They want to do it, okay? Which is the goal, right? So you need to keep it as basic as possible. And that's how I do it. Let me try and get into some conversations with a few people so you can see some live updates. See James.
So Tom, would you ever share one of the live videos that Ivan's done or anything like that? Would you ever share that in that intro, or is that too much?
If they ask for the information, or if they ask if there's a video, for sure, not straight away. I would, I'll talk to them first, and especially if they're cold leads and they haven't even heard of Bitcoin Ascension, they don't want to be bombarded with that straight away, you know?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, eventually they may ask about it or see it anyway because they are in the Facebook group. But the main goal is to get them into the Facebook group, and then when you're adding them in, or you are giving them the Facebook group link, that's when I usually say, oh, this is the sign up. Let me try and find some conversations.
Fantastic.
Try and give you an example. There was Jennifer, who I spoke to yesterday, I believe. Okay, so that was my assistant there. Let me see. Here we go. So, hey, Jennifer, how are you? This is the person who she requested information on one of my posts that I did on my Facebook wall, okay? So I started the conversation like this. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I sent the link. I was thinking, whoa, that's already quick, you know? It was great that she's asking for the link with me asking, how are you? She didn't actually answer the question, which is great, but in terms of sales. So, yeah, I did not get. So that was a quick one. Let me try and find you a better one.
Well, that's a great response, isn't it? I am in it and on level 2. Woohoo!
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, that's really good. Let me try.
Actually, thanks to the saturation of our blitzing group, a lot of people, you go to people and you say, "Oh, have you heard of Bitcoin Ascension?" Yes, seen that everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's the
funny
power
though. It's all over my news feed when I'm scrolling down. That's all I see. This Bitcoin.
It actually makes it easier, doesn't it, Tom? When they have heard of it and they want to know more than never heard of it, sort of thing. It becomes a warmer lead because they have heard the name before. It's like, oh, have you ever heard of the drink Coca-Cola? And everyone goes, oh yeah, see that everywhere. That's you know, and then you can start a conversation about it, and they'll ask more questions because they feel more comfortable because they have heard the name, other than never hearing the name before. You know, like, have you heard of the drink Cold Rocket Fusion? No, you know, and automatically the defenses are up because that's human nature. You know, you're always scared about it, learning something very new very quickly. I know I am. Everyone is. And but with the saturation, it's made a huge difference in terms of being able to talk to people.
Yeah. No, it's okay, mate. I'm just getting things set up. Just trying
I fill in the blanks. You know, while you're doing stuff, I'm a good old talker.
So, by the way, this is Ivan that you are listening to at the moment. If this is the first time you've ever come on to any of our Zooms, and he is actually the founder of Bitcoin Ascension. And yeah, so he's just filling in between while Tom's sorting out the screens.
Yeah, Tom and I get together a fair bit and talk about stuff.
My internet seems to be quite slow. I hope it doesn't cut out, because just before the call, it cut out for 2 minutes, and I thought that was it. So hopefully you guys can still see my screen, but it is loading. I've never ever seen it like this before. Yeah,
that it could be because video's on as well and stuff like that from people. So that could be slowing down your net processing speed.
It shouldn't really, but
it shouldn't. But you know, the internet companies are like full of promises and they can't deliver.
Yeah, well, it's all good up until you need it, hey?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get some conversations going, but
that's what my wife used to say about me. You're all good until I need you. So
if we imagine, if we can imagine that we have a successful conversation, so we add someone into the Facebook group and they come on in, what would you do next?
I would introduce them to the Facebook group by putting a post in there, welcoming those people to everybody who's in Bitcoin Ascension. I'll tell them to have a look at the pin post, and then I'll start talking about the juicing group.
Okay.
If they're interested to get part of that and focus mainly on the giveaways and everybody's working as a team. And then what would I do?
Is there a particular wallet that you recommend? Because I know a lot of people I speak to have never ever been involved in Bitcoin before. So, you know, is there a particular wallet that you would recommend?
For safety, a Trezor. Let me just show you. So a Trezor is like a little device with USB. And you plug it into your computer, and when it's plugged in, the little screen, you can't probably see it, lights up, and it tells you when you set up, you set like a PIN number, and then the screen, every time it's plugged in, the pins, the numbers are all in a different order, so you just pick whichever the numbers is. This one's the safest one. Blockchain is
just an online one, Tom, for their very first site. They've never ever done Bitcoin before or any cryptocurrency before, and we just want to get them to be able to, you know.
Absolute basics was blockchain.info. that's the one I would use. If you're in Australia, CoinJar.
Yeah.
Let's think. So, yeah, worldwide is blockchain. Definitely, I'd use that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Easiest way to set it up, and you don't have to wait for pending. You do, but you see the money as when it gets there. When the person has sent it, it's in there straight away.
Okay.
So that's the good thing about that. This is still loading. I might have to do a live video about this, or another prospect call maybe on Friday. I don't know why it's doing it. Let me try.
Have you tried refreshing?
Yeah, just go into now.
I
Okay,
think
good.
what we might, oh, there we go. Brilliant.
We're in. So Jeff's already spoken to. Let's speak to this dude. How are you?
I always like those conversations where someone contacts you and they start talking about something like binary options or something, which we all know don't work. And I get in, and I turn them around and I actually recruit them for Bitcoin Ascension.
I love doing that, man.
Yeah, isn't it great? They come with you with one business and then you tell them about yours, and then it's, oh, okay, I'll join yours.
Yeah. My assistant has been speaking to a lot of people, which is great to see, but it's hard for me to pick examples, especially when they're already online.
Did you want to message me as an example of what you would say and what I would say back so people get an idea?
That's a great idea.
We can, but we, like I mentioned when we were talking about here, okay, let's do it. Let's see what you'd say.
I mean, okay.
Hello, Ivan.
I'll be nice.
How are you? I'll keep
I'll mute myself because I usually talk when I type. Back in a second.
Oh, you got manners. That's good.
My mum would reach out from the grave and smack me in the head if I didn't. So.
Literally, have you heard of Bitcoin? What is the price? Then I'd literally go to the post, or I'd download this so it's in my notes. And then I would pretty much copy and paste this. What's that? I put that in there, and then he's either keen or not with seeing or judging or reading it, but then judging it, you know? Because the number one fear is, there's a few fears, but everybody hates recruiting, right? Or they don't know how to do it. And you say no recruiting, it brings them in, then we teamwork and we blitz and reduce and we do everything that we do. And it's basically us teaching you to recruit. Everybody's helping each other, and it's a faster way of getting there, especially if you don't have a following. Okay.
Absolutely. And one thing I've noticed too is that even the people that are extremely excited about the fact that there's no recruiting tend to kind of get involved anyway. You know, they get into the chat group, they get into the juicing room, and they just become so excited and motivated about it that they just start telling people anyway, because there's no pressure to tell people.
Yeah, that's it. So Ivan, literally, I'd get you into the group, in the Facebook group first. Is there a link I can look at? Sure is. Here is the Facebook group. Request access, or I would add them in. It depends. Sometimes you can't add them in if you're not their friends on Facebook. If they follow you, for an example, you're trying to add them in, the name won't show because you're not friends. So you've got to then send them the link. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Here's the Facebook.
Show them where to find the link to, so they know exactly where to find the link once they're on that page, sort of thing. I mean, I know it's obvious to us, but some people just don't know.
Yeah, request access here. And then I would say, now they're interested, they've already asked for the link, it's safe for me to send them Bitcoin Ascension. Okay. And I'll say it's safe, that we have their permission.
And I think that is something, you know, that the worst thing you can ever do is add people to groups without asking their permission. You know, you know, that's where it becomes spamming. So it's fantastic that you know, you're teaching us not to do that.
Yeah, of course. Sign up to Bitcoin Ascension.
Yeah, the way I've responded here to Tom is basically how I do respond to people when they say, hey, have you checked this out, or have you seen this? Because I do get messaged a lot because I have a lot of friends and things like that. So I get asked this quite often, and I'll always ask to look, because for one, it's polite for me, but two, I'm always interested, because even if I don't join something, I learn something from that, from that page and things like that. So that's just how I would always react to someone, not just Tom, but anyone offering me something. I always check it out. So what I'm saying here is honest, and what he's putting there is honest, and this is why it's such a good way to learn how to do this.
Yeah, and sometimes people, I've noticed this in the past, you put a message, they've asked for your link, they have seen it, but they do not reply. And when is the best time to like follow up with that lead? You've got to make sure, like, if you've given them a link, Facebook used to do lists. I'm not sure if they still do. Let's have a look quickly. Oh God. Facebook lists. No idea where it would be anymore. I'll have to have a look. But if they do, it's fantastic, because what I used to do was, yeah, friends list. Here we go. So I would, so let me try and give you an example before I start talking. Vacation, jeez. So I started talking to 15 people, it seems, in this group. I've now noted them all down, and then later on I follow up. I see if they've made up an account. I see if they need help with anything, if they're not sure how to make an account. If that's the case, then I'd send them the I'll show you.
Where is the list? Where did you find the list, please, Tom?
Let me see. It was on, so it's, you click home on Facebook, so you see your news feed. And then I click see more. I know that's shortcuts. 1 second. So you scroll down to explore on the left side.
Why are we not seeing it on your screen? Are you doing it now?
Yeah,
I'm seeing it. I can see him doing it, Donald.
Oh, okay.
I can see him as well.
I wonder why I can't.
Yeah, I can see him.
Oh, I hope that it's recording it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm wondering why it's not coming up on my screen.
Well, we can review it afterwards, sort of thing. If it doesn't come up on our screen, sort of thing, from when we check the recording, then you can do a specialised one that maybe not be Zoom, just do like a live video or something like that. We could, Amber's found a way to put them up on YouTube anyway. So But right now, keep going as though everything's working fine, and then we'll
I
review
mean,
it
what
after.
I might do is do a video of me doing this. So I'm just, because I'm used to that frame of mind. When I'm doing a video, I just do the video. It's straight to the point because there's not other people coming in. So I don't mind doing a video again if it's not recorded, you know, like
Yeah.
so you can see the screen.
Your screen's
But-
up now, so your Facebook page is now changed on mine. So
Can you see the news?
yeah, I can see it now. Absolutely.
So if you could look to the left here, there's explore.
Oh, beautiful.
Then there's groups, events, pages, and then friends list.
Oh, fantastic.
And then you can make, see, I would make another list. If I was talking to a few people, I'll put follow up for BA. And then you can type in names. So, and then you tag them in, you see?
Oh, that's
It creates a
awesome.
list. Sorry. What you said, Amber? Somebody's phone's ringing, by the way.
Yeah, it's not mine. I'll have a look and see if I can mute everyone.
I know, it's cool. So, yeah, this is a way to make the list. It's easy following up with people. All you do is, like, when you come to the list, so let's see, June leads. Okay, there's nothing in June leads. We have big marketers. Let's see, big marketers. Okay, that was a fail. Follow-up list. So there's only 3 in here, but you'll see your list. You add people in, and where I'm trying to go with this, you can you mute the phone, please?
Yeah, I'm looking on here. I can't find who's not. Everyone's muted as far as I can see. So,
Oh,
no idea.
Is it your phone, Tom?
That was my phone.
Tom! Oh my goodness!
What you like?
oh my God, that's so funny.
Funny.
Oh no
Guys,
way.
we are human.
We are.
Oh, that is great. I can't believe that. I'll put it on
Welcome to Bitcoin Ascension.
Yeah. Tom is more human than most of us, obviously, but
That's crazy. I cannot actually believe that. Anyway, so where were we? What was I saying? Just a follow-up list. I don't really want to see that in there. Sorry, guys. Neither do you. There we go. Okay, yeah. So with the list, you can easily follow up with people just using the friends list, and then you make sure you. Oh, that's what I was saying. So when is it the right time to ask them if they signed up? Because it used to be one of my fears when I started. When is the right time to ask? Because you don't want to sound pushy or desperate, but you also want them to obviously make an account and start the the journey really. When is the best time? Usually I'd write their name down in the list, and then I would maybe contact them 12 hours later, depending on where they are in the world, right? And obviously you can quickly do that. I'd look at Ivan for the example. Ivan's in Brisbane, it says here on Facebook. And then you can note that down on your list. You don't have to do Facebook lists. You can write them down, put them on notes in your phone or whatever. And reminders, if you do that on your phone, that's what I used to do. Remind myself of the phone reminds me that I need to contact so-and-so, you know? And yeah, that's about it, I think, in regards to that. I don't know if I went too fast in the middle part there, but we will do more masterminds here. I wouldn't mind seeing everybody's computer. Is there a way to share screens on on all users, Amber?
Um,
Can I share my screen and you share yours, so then I can see what you see, you can see what I see?
yeah, I think
know-
so. I think so. Well, I'll just have to look into the what the requirements are. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. Cool. Because I think that's what we'll do on the next webinar, or the host Zoom. Is there any questions, Amber, that you've got, or anybody really?
Hi, Tom. Can you hear me? This is Jean.
Hello, Jean. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. A quick question. Is there a way to have a simpler script? I think if I was a newbie and I received something that said fully forced and had a lot of numbers and it was very official sounding like that, is there a way to have something softer? I've been using Ivan's donation-based matrix as a term. It seems a little gentler. Is there a way to come up with a script that you really like that is just a little easier for someone completely new to the matrix?
Yeah, I could write one out, and then Ivan and Amber can help me try and change my words a bit. And
Yeah, I just know if I see something that says fully forced, it has a very aggressive sound to it. It may not mean anything aggressive at all. It's actually a good thing, but it sounds like, if you don't know what that means, I don't know if I would lead with that. So if there was maybe different kinds of scripts that people could use if someone's a real whiz in Bitcoin and they know those terms, then that would be an appropriate one.
definitely, yeah. We'll work on that. I'll try and get that script sorted as soon as possible. We'll try and
I'm
do
sure
it.
we can sort it out between you, me, and Amber, sort of thing. We can rewrite it for maybe a few different ways of saying the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I understand where you're coming from, because everyone's different as well, sort of thing. So while that sort of thing wouldn't worry me, but I'm more experienced. But as you said, you get someone who's new to online business and crypto and things like that, because I've had a few people message me about how do I get started. Then so putting it in a more gentle way, so it sounds a little more soothing than a little more hardcore, maybe. So if we have a few different scripts, maybe, Tom, for more experience, less experience, and absolute new people, I think that'll give us a nice range, don't you think?
I love that. That's great. Thank you.
Well, we're here to help you guys. I mean, Tom and I love marketing and things like that. It's what we do. There's a lot of people new to it, but the more people who are comfortable doing it, the more people who will do it. So we're here to serve you. That's why we want you on these calls, so we know. Yeah.
And the biggest thing too, if I can say, just be your authentic self also. Just remember what it is you're bringing to the people, why it is you're bringing it, and bring that through, bring that genuinity to people. And I always find, people literally follow me wherever I go, because I only bring genuine, real things to people. So, and we know this is genuine, Jean, and you're just an amazing person. So, trust in you and trust in your authenticity, and bring that across to people.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. So sweet.
Well, that's why Tom talks about rapport as well. If you're knowing someone, even if you do put it in as you said, like a more aggressive thing, like fully forced, if the person already knows you or has worked with you before, it doesn't faze them. But we're going to be talking to a lot of people that don't know us too well. So if you come in a more gentle, it's like walking up to a deer. If you go up too fast, it runs away. If you go up nice and gently and they feel safe, they're going to open up to you. So it's much the same with wording. As the way we talk to things. Like I did tests with my dog once, and I said really quite aggressively that you're a beautiful dog and I love you. And she sort of looked at me a bit strangely, and then I looked at her and I said, you're the dumbest, stupidest dog I've ever met. And she licked my face. So it's all in the tone, guys. It's all in the tone.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Do we have any more questions?
I think you've covered it really well. I think, the point is we know the reason why we're doing this, and that is what we always have to keep in mind. We know why we are bringing this to the people. We know the owners, we know the founders, and we know it's genuine. So, you know, now we've been given, thanks to Tom, some really great steps on how to bring it across to everybody. So we just have to trust now. And I truly do believe that you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, and you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So just trust and follow the process. And I'm sure Tom will do like a live video on it. And, you know, as he said, and we'll do other Zooms and things like that.
Yep, we sure will. I mean, maybe it's good to have a value mastermind session maybe twice a week or once a week.
Well, twice a week would be good, but cover different things like what you covered today, and then in the first 5 minutes maybe of the next one in the same week is recap what you covered last time, and then lead into what we're going to cover this time, sort of thing. So if people who are new to it, who come in on your second one, know we've already done one and they know to look for that one.
In regards to the thumbnail, just quickly, sorry. You know, right at the start, you can't see my screen now, can you? Or can you?
No, you put it on.
Yeah, that's okay. I think I turned it off. But you know the thumbnail, when people put a post, then there's an automatic thumbnail that appears just like a picture.
Yeah, the picture that appears once you put a link in or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want those thumbnails, Ivan, going off the team juicing group?
In the juicing group, yeah, because what happens is when you just put a link in, it takes up like a centimeter. When you put the link in and the the picture pops up, or you're adding a picture to it or something like that. But if you take that thumbnail out, it takes a lot less space in there so people can find everything. If you've got the pictures in there, you're scrolling for ages to get through, 20 links, where if there's no thumbnail, you've got 20 links right there on your screen, and it goes bang, 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 bang. If you right-click on those links, and we'll teach that too, you right-click, it'll open up in a new tab. So then just go.
I can do it quickly now. It takes 5 seconds.
Okay, do that. Yeah, that'll be a good way to finish it off.
Okay, so let me share screen again. One moment.
And you have to actually, so if you want to share something to juice, you actually have to be part of that group, don't you, to be able to juice it?
In the juicing group, yeah, in the juicing group. Yeah. So we made the group page because we can fit a hell of a lot more people in there than we can in a chat group. And in the chat group, it's only a small screen and it's easy to get lost. And you're scrolling for ages and it's loading and things like that, which is a real pain, especially if you're on your phone or something like that. But with the juicing group, we can put in like hundreds of thousands of people if we want to, and can find things and get rid of things a lot easier than we can in chat. So if someone puts in a wrong link for a wrong business, like some people have before, in a chat room, you can't get rid of those links. They're always going to be there for everyone to see. But in a group page, I can get rid of those links if someone's put in for a different business or something like that, or you get some spamming idiot in there who's snuck in there and trying to click on everything. But in a chat room, you can't really stop their posts.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so you guys see my screen, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've got a little live example, then I've got the link. It's automatically brought up the thumbnail. You see this?
Yeah.
This. Hang on, this is a great opportunity. I know you guys can see it, but I really want to draw. Let me just see if I can. There was one way to do it. I need to learn how to do this anyway. Do you know what I mean, Amber? Where you use the pen or the pencil and you can draw. There's a way to do it on here.
I don't know. Haven't used that yet. Still got to learn.
Oh, I'm sure it's somewhere. Anyway, we'll do that another time. But this is the thumbnail. To remove it, you just click this X in the top right corner. You click it, and then same again. And now it's came up big. So you'd put the ad, please juice. Please juice this post.
Beautiful.
Blah, blah, blah. You've removed the thumbnail. You post it. And then it's not as much space as this fun example. Like the this, or for Evan, all you'd do is you'd click on the three dots, edit the post, and then you'll see the thumbnail. Click in the top right, and then again for the link. It looks like you've already done it for one of them, but you would remove this because there's no need to have attachment unavailable, and it's space, just like Ivan was saying. But anyway, and that's all for the
This is Kim.
Hello, Kim.
How you guys doing? To consolidate, wouldn't it be a good idea for us to post, if we're juicing 5 different groups, post them all in the same post? So in other words, in the comments, I put my second one and then my third one and my fourth one.
What you can actually do with that, and I've done it before myself, is if you've posted 5 ads, right? So you've already posted your 5 ads in 5 different groups. I usually open a tab for each so I can keep an eye on each sort of thing. So say you've done five different posts. What you can do is then start a post on the juicing page. You put the link in for the first one, because if you follow my video there in the pinned post sort of thing, it shows you how. I'm sure you know how. So you put the link in for that one, remove the thumbnail, and then hit return, basically, which gives you the next line, and then you put the next link in, and a picture won't come up because you've already got a link in there, I believe.
Yeah.
So then you can put like 5 links in, 20 links in the one post. Post it. Yeah, then post it, and then they've got 20 links in one post, and then they can just go click, 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 and go comment on them all.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it on my computer, so it's easier, but I always open a second Facebook tab, and I go back and forth from...
Yeah, if I'm doing like 5...
That's a much better idea, thank you.
Yeah, you don't want to do like more than 10 an hour in groups, because then Facebook starts flagging you. So if you're doing between, I reckon 7's nice and safe, because if you're going to be doing it all day, no more than 7 an hour, and don't try not to do it within 1 second of each other.
I think I'll do Facebook jail mastermind session next.
Yeah, that'd be
there you go.
Yeah, that's a good
But I also come, like if I juice in the morning and I do 5, I come back at the end of the day and I'll put a comment. So I'll move to the top and I'll comment, thanks for all my juicers. If anybody else wants to juice, and then that way, that's perfect. 5 posts later in the day, we'll get some more juice.
Yeah, that's perfect, because obviously we're worldwide, so people come on different times, sort of thing, and it does save them having to scroll down, even without the thumbnails, sort of thing. But it will reduce a lot of space if we get rid of those thumbnails. And if you're putting 5 or 10, I'll tell Mandy as well. I'll get Mandy to look at this, because she's a mad poster. She's already been in Facebook jail. Yeah, isn't she crazy? I've known her for years, and but she's not a marketer, guys. Mandy's not what you would call a marketer that goes like Tom and me and Amber and stuff like that. She's not a marketer like that. She's told a few things about different businesses before. This is the first one she's really gone full force on. And look, but she's having fun at the same time. She doesn't see, like, while she's at work doing taxes and things like that, she's posting and she's commenting because she wants to, not because she has to. She just wants to. She's having fun doing it. That's what I keep saying. Always have fun when you're doing things like this. Have a laugh. Look at us on this. We're laughing about all sorts of things. That's what it should be like. It shouldn't be such a hard task. So, yeah, if you can put like 5 in one post, darling, and then at the end of the day, when you go back in and you see it's down a bit, just put in a comment, and, of course, it bumps it up to the top saying, oh, thanks for the juicing like you're doing. But if you've got them all together, it just makes it easier for everyone and saves even more space. So,
all right, that's brilliant. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
No worries.
I just want to say Alan just felt that was done a little bit fast. So Alan, all we're saying is in your one post that you're doing, type in your first, juicing lead, and then whenever the picture and the thumbnail comes up, just get rid of that space. So thank you, Tom. Are you doing
Tom,
that?
do 5. Put 5 links in there. They don't have to be real links. Just put 5 different links that you would, and then post it.
So then you would type the next one. So I would do I would go space. Then I would type the next one. Then you get rid of the picture, and then I would space it to the next line. Type in the next one, and you can put 4 or 5. Or we could put 10 if you want. All in. There we go. All in the one post, Alan. And then it just beautiful, all in one space. You've got all of them there, and there's no pictures taking up all the room. Wow, I better look at this Bitcoin Ascension thing, because, man, Tom's pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so
when you post it like that. and it comes up just like that, guys. And you know, if it's really long, you hit the see more sort of thing like you do on a normal post, and off you go. Right click on them. Show the right click. Right click on the top one, mate. On the first link, just hit a right click on it, and so it shows them how it takes them to a new tab.
Right click on that.
I'll just click on it.
And see, it just takes a new tab, but you still got your original tab, so you don't lose it. So once you've done that one, commented, you click off that one, go to the next one, go to the next one. It's just a lot faster. So
I suppose.
Oh, I didn't know right click did that. Fantastic.
It's even faster. It depends if you have Mac. For Mac users, it's command. So you hold command down, you click it, look at the tabs, and you can just keep on clicking it. This is what I used to do for Facebook groups. You see the tabs, they just keep on going, and you can just keep on clicking on the links.
I was in a rev share years ago.
On Windows, it's control. Or control. Hang on, let me think. I think
with Windows, you can just go over with the mouse and right click, and it'll just take it to a new tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you don't like if you do that, it takes you there straight away. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, right. I see. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Click on control or you click on command. I click on it and it's already there, but I'm still on this same screen, so I can then click.
Yeah.
So it's opening up. Are you saying it's opening up another tab just separately to the side?
It doesn't take it to you. It doesn't take you straight to it. It keeps you on this page.
Okay.
On a rev share, I used to do that. I used to right click because you had to do 20 ads, and they gave you all these links, and I'd just right click on all 20, so I had 20 tabs along the top.
Yeah.
And then I'd just go along to them and do what I had to do. It was just a faster way of doing it, guys. And it's all about saving you as much time as you can because you got lives. So that's a great way. We found a great way to summarize how to get all the links there and actually how to even comment on all the links there. That's really, really handy. That's good value there.
Fantastic.
Is there any more questions then? Or
an idea if you put that in on the video again in sequence, if you know what I mean, so people can have a look at it from where to go.
What to the thumbnail or the
make a specialized video of the thumbnail and posting extra links in
and posting it, yeah,
as a separate little video in sequence, as David said from the very beginning, what you're doing sort of thing, how to get rid of the thumbnail and how to put multiple links in and then how to go to those links. And just do that in a short little video, and then we can put that on.
Would a PDF document be better, or would a video? Because
video is always better, I think, in cases like that.
Is there, I don't understand, because if the thumbnail, can you see the screen right now? I'd see the
yes.
So that's
looks good.
Yeah, and we can see the little X.
I can draw arrows to it, or
well, we can do both. I think we do a video and we do a PDF because some people are visual, some people just like reading.
Yeah.
So we can do both. I think if we give the people both, then they've got everything they need.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's all good. No worries there.
We'll make Amber do
it. and then I screen see. What I tend to do is I screenshot. So any PDFs, I screenshot it on my phone and I save it in my gallery on my phone.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. I've got a Bitcoin Ascension gallery there and I just click and drag over into that file. And I just find that so much easier for me than having to keep going back to my Google Drive or whatever to open up all these documents. I just screenshot them and have them in there. So
are you going to be able, Amber, are you going to be able to do a video of that, of how you do that?
Sure. Yeah.
And a PDF on that, because we might get you to do that because that's something that you're good at.
Okay.
And I think anyone, and we get you to do that at some stage. You can make it at any time because we'll just load it up to YouTube as free value for the people.
Yeah, easy.
And things like that. Just a method you use, which may help a lot of people because a lot of people do things by phone and iPad and things like that. So, that'd be great.
Awesome, done.
Thank you. See, I told you I'd make Amber do it.
Do we have any other questions from anyone?
No, I'm good.
Not from me, other than to say I've got to go now.
Cool. All right, see, well, do you want to finish off the video there, end it?
Yeah, I think we'll finish up here, but that was fantastic. I've learned a heck of a lot of different things. I didn't even know that friends list was there on Facebook, so that's going to be amazing. So thank you so much for your time, Tom, and thank you so much for your input, Ivan. And I will upload this, of course, and we will have it on YouTube, and I'll add it into the Facebook groups and even put a link on Twitter and what have you, if you guys are happy with that.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Thanks very much for that.
Brilliant.
Maybe even put a link in with a small picture on Instagram if we can too.
No worries.
Leading back to the YouTube. That way we'll make it go viral. And
one step closer to viral.
Yeah, one step closer to viral.
Yeah, and I think actually, thank you for saying that, because I think the thing is, we please everybody like it, comment. And share. If we do that, it's going to go mental. But there's no point just liking it. Let's just put a little comment in. Let's share it. Let's be proud of what we have, and let's just take this everywhere.
Yeah.
I would recommend, just quickly, I would recommend obviously like and comment, that they're basics, but maybe not share, because if someone shares my post, for an example, I'll just show you. If I shared this, if you shared it like that with the public, it would just basically copy my whole ad, but it says it's branding my name. It's not branding your own name.
Okay.
Facebook won't give you the notification stuff to your friends if you share. If you cut and paste and then put it as your own on your timeline or whatever, then Facebook will notify all your friends that you've posted something. But if you just shared something, half your friends won't see it. They won't get a notification on it if you just share. That's
true. I always do the next one down, so then
I don't mind the share. I don't mind the share sometimes. Like with my ad, I had like over 30 people share it. That's great because people will see it, on the news feed and stuff like that. But a lot of people won't get notifications, but they will see it. But the cut and paste is always the best way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to save the image.
What I would say, if you do share it, make sure you actually type something.
Yes.
Because, like, if I shared this, like right now, for an example, it shows it up like this. You want to copy the whole ad, at least all of the ad, or say, hey, my buddy Tom Kent just did this post. I leverage it by sharing it. You could do that for sure, but you definitely need to have something there so then your friends see it as well, because I might be friends with you, but I might not be friends with someone else, and then they won't see it. It's based on that, but they wouldn't see it if you typed it. It's strange how Facebook works and how certain things makes you be at the top of the news feed rather than the bottom,
Right. Fantastic. Thank you.
That's great advice.
Yeah, no worries there.
We've learned a lot today.
We have, absolutely. So shall we end this and then obviously look forward to, maybe some of that incredible advice and information on the next Facebook Mastermind, yeah?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll move into other social medias as we go along as well, sort of thing. But we really want to cultivate the people we've got with us now so they're fully clear on Facebook and what they can do with Facebook and take full advantage of Facebook. And then we can move on to something else sort of thing to broaden it. But we don't want to move too fast and then confuse the poor buggers, because that would confuse me. So, but there's a lot you can do on Facebook, and Tom's going to show us everything. So that's fantastic. That's value that you normally have to buy. So I'm glad we're able to give that to our members, sort of thing. So
awesome. So everybody, shall we all just maybe unmute and everybody, say good night or whatever.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you,
guys.
Tom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Ivan.
See ya.
Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.